What's up, you invincible king? Grab that coffee out. You're tuning into the AMZ Secrets podcast with your host, David Aladdin. Today's sponsor is AMZSecrets.com VIP, which includes Keyword King, War Room, Product Hunter, tools which are built by us to improve our ranking in Amazon. Keyword King creates the best keyword lists, which you use in your search term keywords in the back end of your product listing. And it uses our own proprietary algorithms combined with Amazon's A9 proprietary algorithms, which in combination, they work seamlessly. Our new tool, War Room, integrates directly into the Keyword King data, and it understands which keywords are performing awesome in your keyword search term fields and which ones are not, so that you can remove the bad keywords and keep the good ones. Why is this important? Relevance is important to your product list and health. You get more relevant on Amazon and you start to rank better. Get your invite to the platform today at amzsecrets.com. Today's podcast, episode 52, Amazon Marketplace Counterfeit Problems, and 100,000 plus products counterfeited in Yimu, China. It's been a pretty busy week in Amazon, and I didn't want to cover this topic until I had at least a few more confirmations in the news and also other sources from the community. So it is really big news. Amazon finally decides to enforce protections on brands from third-party sellers. At first, it was a few brands like Lego and Nike, but now everybody's in the protection field if you are Amazon brand registered. We want customers to be able to shop with confidence on Amazon. We consider several factors when determining qualifications and criteria to sell certain products. For certain products and categories, Amazon requires additional performance checks, other qualification requirements, and fees, Amazon has said. There was this massive tug of war between brand owners and Amazon. Brand owners have been angry about retail arbitrage sellers selling their brand at a discount from liquidators. So if you're a brand owner and you went retail and that retail position went out of business, they would liquidate your products at a huge discount, and then you could have sellers come onto Amazon and start listing your product. And that was a major issue. Many brands that sell on Amazon actually choose not to sell in retail because of this potential issue. And then you also have the counterfeiters, which them too saturate the price because they're getting these products at these premium products at a huge discount, and then they're selling them for the same price or slightly less than what you're selling it at. And so they're technically getting the manufacturer's discount, maybe even less, since they're getting it directly from the source, or just starting their own manufacturer and creating the products which aren't even as good as yours. So on one side, you have these people creating products from the same manufacturer that you're using. And then on the other side, there's completely separate manufacturers that are creating these counterfeits. So with the lack of control for big brands, what was anyone to do? Some major brands, throwing up their hands in disgust, abruptly left the Amazon platform, and they created these newsworthy headlines while Amazon sat back quietly. And I actually reported these news stories a few episodes ago, and I was actually very surprised that they left the Amazon platform. But Amazon seems to have reacted to these headlines by protecting brands now. So it'll be interesting to see if those brands that left the Amazon platform will come back. So, and perhaps this was a reaction of the 16 plus years since opening the Amazon marketplace, and a pivot from what they thought could work into caving into the brand's wishes. But for now, that list grows, with all brands being protected if they're in the Amazon brand registry. And I'm surprised this relationship wasn't around sooner and enforced sooner. Retail arbitrage sellers started getting this message. For anyone trying to sell branded items now, they have to submit 3 documents. Let's say the product was Lego. They have to submit 3 different purchase invoices for the Lego products from a manufacturer or a distributor. One letter from Lego authorizing you to sell those products. You have to agree and review the selling conditions. And upon approval of your application, you have to agree to pay a non-refundable fee of $1,000. So not only do you have to get the authorization from the brand now, you also have to pay a $1,000 fee, which that is a pretty significant fee for any counterfeiter out there trying to make their quick dollar. As I mentioned in the past, Amazon is enabling China to easily jump into the game, creating many fears amongst sellers on Amazon, questioning what would happen during this transition. And the protection of brands now makes Amazon brands that are on Amazon slightly relax a little bit because we don't have this issue. So will counterfeiting be a thing of the past? You can bet it won't be. Counterfeiting is such a huge trade in China that apparently it's a good thing. There's an extensive documentary on it, and I'll post it in the show notes, depicting the reason why counterfeiting is so prevalent in China. For one, manufacturers that counterfeit in China see it as if they are building the economy of China. They see it as a good thing in that it's rightfully theirs and that it's almost like being patriotic in America. It is silently thought that the Chinese people have been wronged in the past century. And for the first time, they are making a big comeback doing counterfeits. They are getting back at the people that have wronged them. So in the city of Yimu, aka the capital of small commodities, but it's better known as a counterfeit capital of the world, there are over 100,000 different products that are sold there, and up to 90% of these products are actually fake. There are literally cops standing by watching illegal goods being sold. It is tradition, and it is the building of their economy. The counterfeiting industry also employs millions of people in China, and you can't just shut it down based on politics or whatnot. It is too big to stop at this point, and it stretches across the entire nation. In order to stop it, you'd have to have an entire governmental change of monumental proportions. It's become way too big. The worst part of this is almost every corporation and brand that we know of has started to, thought of, and probably already does produce their goods there. Apple, Microsoft, Gucci, the list goes on. The damage equates to over $20 billion per year counterfeited worldwide. We've sacrificed our intellectual property for cheaper goods and quicker money, knowing that in the long run, this trade-off will bite us back. With Amazon fending off the quick counterfeiters will seek other ways to distribute their goods. It's like when piracy was stopped with Napster. It just moved on to torrents and other venues for people to download goods. Counterfeiting will act just the same way. Where there is $1 to be made, they will find out that way. So how do you challenge counterfeiters? What is the true game plan moving forward? Counterfeiting will always happen. I personally can see myself starting my own manufacturing center in the U.S. And in fact, that is the plan as soon as funds come around. Just as Tesla has made their cars in the U.S. using automation, one day I will be manufacturing products that meet my consumer needs, leveraging automation. I had a guest on the show earlier. Her name was Tracy Hazard, and she discussed 3D printers and how it will change manufacturing in the sense that you can manufacture anything with a design and just shoot it into the printer and it prints it out. My way of thinking about it is just scaling that scenario of taking hundreds of printers all at the same time, and when they get to a certain speed of printing, you can essentially create a manufacturing or a mini warehouse of manufacturing. And I think that's the way forward. You just scale up by buying more printers rather than by buying huge manufacturing machines. And so you can get pretty big that way. So I think that is the way forward, and that's the only way. Till next time, guys, David Aladdin, out. Today's sponsor is AMZ Secrets Keyword King. What if you could sell 10 more units per day on Amazon, or 100 more units per day? The key to selling more on Amazon is driving more traffic to your Amazon listing that's related to your listing. Reviews help, yes. Quality photos help, yes. However, increasing relevant traffic is king. The only way to sell 100 more units per day is having at least 100 more people visit your listing per day. Keyword King leverages smart algorithms to assist you in building the best keyword lists for all your products. Not only will you hit 5,000 characters total and 1,000 characters per line in the back end for your Amazon listing, you will do so knowingly with the best combination of words. Right now, you might have 3,000 characters filled up, and that's pretty darn good. But you really don't know for sure, and you should actually be at 5,000 characters. It's tiring, time-consuming, and cramped in Amazon's back end. Keyword King performs many tasks on the fly, live, while you are building your list, and ensures your list is as powerful as can be. It intelligently eliminates spaces, duplicate keywords, and other negative things that would hurt your sales. You can save an infinite amount of keyword lists, return to them later, and compare which lists are performing best for your products. Best of all, it allows for a one-click translation of your first and second rows to your fourth and fifth rows in Spanish. Over 55 million potential U.S. shoppers are Hispanic in the U.S., and they type directly into Amazon in Spanish. These keywords are often untargeted and easy sales to add to your bottom line. It does this all while applying smart keyword cleaning algorithm. In the end, organic traffic to your listing is free. Getting free high-quality traffic is the way to build sustainable, long-term Amazon businesses. Keyword King will destroy your competition. Using amzsecrets.com. Guys, I hope you guys loved the podcast as I did. Be sure to join our Facebook Mastermind secret group at amzsecrets.com/FB. It would help tremendously. Also, if you could leave a quick review on iTunes. Every question has an answer for Amazon, and finding the right one is critical to your success. amzsecrets.com does this, and it does it all for free. So why not? See you guys all there. This podcast has been directed by David Aladdin, a global king in logistics, strategy, and secrets. David Aladdin, out.